Okay, let's solve a dihybrid problem. In rabbits, black hair is dominant to brown hair. So we know black hair is dominant. What's the key for black hair is dominant? So we can just say use capital B, and this is homozygous, and then heterozygous also contains a capital B, so it's dominant. So if black hair is dominant, if black hair is dominant to brown hair, then brown hair has to be the recessive. What's the way we represent a recessive genotype? Lowercase. And because we're talking about the hair, it's the same letters, okay? Even though it says black or brown, I'm not using B's to show brown or black. I'm just starting with my dominant allele, taking the B from black and using it, okay? So this is one trait, hair. And then now it says straight ears are dominant. So this is our second trait, ear type. Straight ears are dominant to floppy ears. So since straight are dominant, I'm just going to use the S from straight, create my key. This is homozygous dominant, and this is heterozygous. They are both dominant genotypes because they both contain a capital S. So this must mean floppy ears are recessive. I'm going to represent my recessive genotype with the lowercase s. Now, these are two genes. This is gene 1, hair, gene 2, type of ear. Okay, that's why we use different letters. Okay, let's take a look. Now we have a male rabbit who is homozygous dominant for hair. Well, that's him, homozygous dominant for hair. He's parent 1. Let's write it down. And he's homozygous recessive for ears. So let's look at our key for ears. Homozygous recessive, 2 lowercase s's. Write it down. He mates with a female who is homozygous recessive for hair. So go up to your key for hair. There's homozygous, same size letters, recessive. That's trait 1. And she's homozygous recessive for ears. So these are my options for ears. This is the recessive. Those are my parents' genotypes. Homozygous dominant, homozygous recessive, homozygous recessive, and homozygous recessive. Now I'm going to use the same letters in one Punnett square. That's the cross of that trait for each parent. So I'm going to take my capital B's here. My lowercase b's from parent 2, put them here, and do my cross. Okay. Now my second Punnett square is for the second trait. Second trait is type of ears. So let's put parent 1 at the top, type of ears. It's the recessive. It's floppy. And also, is that right? Recessive for floppy. Homozygous dominant for hair, homozygous recessive for ears, homozygous recessive for... Oh, heterozygous for ears. Sorry, let's fix that. Sorry, I didn't think that was right. Heterozygous for ears. Whoops, sorry guys. Okay, so we have homozygous recessive from that parent, heterozygous for this parent. Let's do the cross. Capital letters are always written first. Okay. Now down here, how many out of the 16 boxes? A dihybrid, a traditional dihybrid is done with 16 boxes. So how many have black hair and straight ears? So let's look here. How many have black hair here? Dominant, 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 dominant. So in this case, 4 out of 4 have black hair. And straight ears. Well, remember our key, straight has the dominant allele as well. So this one is straight, this one's straight. So that's only 2 out of 4. So we multiply. 2 out of 4. 4 times 2, 8. 4 times 4 is 16. That's where we get the 16 from, see? So how many? 8 out of 16. How many have black hair, floppy ears? Well, we already know black hair is 4 out of 4. So let's just do the work over here. 4 out of 4. And floppy ears. Floppy ears is recessive. So this is floppy, this is floppy. Same thing. 8 out of 16. Brown hair. Any have brown hair? No. Nobody here has brown hair. Brown hair is the recessive. Nobody has the recessive, so it's going to be 0. Anything times 0 is going to be 0. So we already know that's going to be 0. We don't even have to look at the other Punnett square. We know our answer is going to be 0. And then brown hair again. Any with brown hair? No. 0. That's the answer.